Hello, Mr. Ryan.
Hi, you have Oppy behind you.
You do have Oppy behind me, and I want to congratulate you on Good Night Oppy. It's one word, a triumph.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're so welcome. Take us from the very beginning, though. What made you want to make the film? I mean, give us the genesis.
Sure. So I grew up in Georgia, and as a little boy, I desperately wanted to become an astronaut. My Cabbage Patch doll was the astronaut version, and I went to bed with him every night. And it was just an unrealized dream of mine. It never happened, as it does for most of us. I think that's not a rare childhood dream. And so going into adulthood, once I became a nonfiction filmmaker, I was always waiting for the right space story to relive my childhood dream. And this one fell in my lap a few years ago when Film 45, which is Pete Berg's company, and Amblin Entertainment, which is Steven Spielberg's company, brought the idea to me. And the log line of the robot that was supposed to live for 90 days but survived for 15 years, I said, like, sold right away. This is finally my space film.
Oh, you know what I love best about the film is it has a bright outlook on space. I mean, it's got a sense of awe and wonder and excitement. Was that your original intent, Mr. Ryan?
Yeah, it was the original intent, but I don't think we expected the film. We wanted that tone, but I don't think we expected the film to have as much heart as it does in the end, because the heart came through the human beings that told the story. And I think I assumed that NASA scientists and engineers would be very academic, perhaps dry, unemotional storytellers, and man, was I wrong. And so I think the real heart of the film came when I started realizing who our human being characters were and how much they were wearing their hearts on their sleeves when they had these conversations, and how emotional they were about this rover, that, that tone of like wonder and awe that you talked about really came alive.
I was just gonna say, I mean, I wrote it in here. This film is as much about the scientists and engineers as much as it's about Oppy's adventure.
Yeah, well, Oppy is them, right?
Yeah.
Oppy is nothing but a box of wires, and she's nothing more than that, unless the human beings, imbue her with personality or humanity or emotion. And these human beings are technical geniuses, right? They were told it was impossible to land something on Mars, and they did it. And they will all say, like, if I could go to that planet myself, I would in a second, but I cannot. We cannot land humans there yet. And so Oppy and Spirit are us on that planet. They are our creations. They are our taxpayer dollars, and they are our ears and eyes exploring this uncharted world for the first time. And so that's where I think the real humanity in these robots comes from, is because we are them.
You know what? In your research and pre-production, what was the biggest discovery you have about Oppy, the lucky rover?
Well, I didn't know a lot about the scientific mission of Opportunity and Spirit, which is incredibly crucial to their legacy and also to the film. And they were there with one main mission question, and it was, what had water ever existed on Mars? And as we say in the film, Oppy landed a 300 million mile hole in one because she landed in a crater that ended up having evidence of past water. So she immediately found it on day one. Spirit, the more problematic little sister, struggled a little more to have her discoveries, but she did in the end as well. And so they unequivocally have proven that water once existed on Mars. And there are two current rovers named Curiosity and Perseverance roving Mars as we speak. And they're both finding that there were the building blocks for life once on Mars, and they're searching for ancient life. And so the big scientific question, and really the more chilling question, is our sister planet was once a much more thriving climate. It was a wet climate. It was a much warmer climate. What happened to our sister planet? And you can't help but extrapolate that to our own precious planet and wonder if the same thing could happen to Earth.
You know what? Angela Bassett. I love, love, love her. And she adds gravitas to the whole affair. Tell us quickly how you were able to get her to narrate the movie.
Well, she was my dream voice for the movie. I think she's such a legend. I saw What's Love Got to Do with It in the movie theater 3 times when I was a 13-year-old boy. So I always had her voice in my head because she's not narrating the film. She's playing a role in my film, which she's reading the diaries that NASA wrote every night about these rovers. And so I wanted an actor, and I wanted someone who would bring a warmth and a maternal feeling, because that's what we're examining in this film. This connection between the human beings and the robot is very familial. It's almost like a parent and a child. Many make that analogy. And so I wanted a maternal voice. And once Angela recorded and we were able to layer her in her voice, it's when the film really fell into place, and the film got so much heart from her. Like she believed deeply in this story. And so to get to work with her will be one of the biggest joys of my entire filmmaking career.
Oh, and this morning, Mr. Ryan, I woke up to the happy news that Good Night Oppy won the Best Documentary Feature at my Critics' Choice membership. Yay! So congrats on that. You have so many things to celebrate.
Thank you so much. It was a great night last night.
Oh, congratulations again. And thank you for making Good Night Oppy again. It brought back joy and wonder in my life.
Thank you, Manny. It was nice to meet you.
Thank you so much and good luck, okay?
All right, take care.